I was broke. I was a broke wannabe entrepreneur whose first business almost bankrupted me and my family. I either had to figure it out or my entrepreneurial career was over and I needed to go get another job. I ended up figuring it out, and since I've built two successful multi-million dollar small businesses from scratch. And if I had to narrow it down to 5 books that helped me the most, these would be them. The crazy thing that I realized when I was doing this was that it wasn't just one that made the difference, but it was the combined synergistic, I don't even know if that's a word, but synergistic effect of all 5, which I'll tie in at the end of the video. But if you're a creative or entrepreneur, these, in my opinion, are must reads and will change your life. Like, I guarantee it. Understanding these concepts took me from literally broke to 6 figures and then to over 7 figures in the span of just about 3 years. And I'm going to give you the book and the most important lesson that I've kept with me building my businesses. The first one is The One Thing by Gary Keller. This helped me learn that not all work is created equal. Think of the Pareto principle. 20% of your work produces 80% of your results. Tighten that up. And what's the 1% of work that produces the most benefit? What's the one thing that makes everything else easier or unnecessary? Once you know what your one thing is, you execute that daily. No excuses. And as long as you're executing, success will come. And as Gary Keller says in the book, it's only a matter of time. Next is The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. What did I learn? Are you familiar with the 1% rule? If you improve 1% every single day, then at the end of the year, you'll be 37 times better than you were when you started. So if you write, record, call, talk to customers, recruit, read, etc. every day, then by the end of the year, you'll be exponentially better than you are right now and exponentially more valuable. You know this, but the compound effect teaches you that small improvements every single day yield exponential results. Number 3 is Purple Cow by Seth Godin. Imagine that you're driving along the countryside and you look out your window and you see a field of cows. And as you drive on, the field of cows just continue. And you see black and white and brown, black and white and brown, black and white and brown. But then, all of the sudden, you see a purple one. Whoa, you say, that's different. That's remarkable. What makes you different? What makes you remarkable? What makes you uniquely valuable? Seth Godin helped me clarify that by asking myself those questions. And I can honestly say that I've made millions separating myself from the crowd. Number 4, one of my favorite books, Good to Great by Jim Collins. This book is packed with extreme value. But if there's one of the lessons that stuck with me, it's that individuals and companies who go from good to great are the ones who can confront the brutal facts of reality. When you protect a culture where the truth can be heard and people have the right and the ability, the comfort level to speak up, and you can adjust and pivot as needed, whether you are a company or an individual, you will move toward the best version and the most valuable version of yourself. Tyrannies fail, and they fail because they are not humble enough to face reality and pivot and adjust as needed. Remain humble in the face of reality, confront the brutal facts, and win. And last but certainly not least, The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. Look, when it comes down to it, amateurs are inconsistent, procrastinate, and allow everything to interfere with them getting their work done. We all battle resistance whenever we seek to do something positive for ourselves, but especially when we're pursuing creative and entrepreneurial endeavors. Professionals, the pros, the greatest of all time, are the executors. They are the ones who get it done, get their work done. Are you a pro or are you an amateur? I am convinced, fully convinced, because it actually happened for me. But I'm convinced that if you understand the concepts from these 5 books, you will succeed in growing your audience, your creative endeavor, your business, whatever it may be. Tie it all together, and this is what it looks like. Identify what makes you a purple cow, uniquely valuable and remarkable, and what your one thing is, your most important work that you must execute on a daily basis. And when you win the war against resistance and actually execute daily, you trigger the compound effect and you improve exponentially. If you're then happy with the results that you're getting, you keep going, you double down, you continue on. And if you're unhappy with the results, if you're unhappy with the reality that you're facing, confront the brutal facts, pivot, and make an adjustment toward the desirable results that you want. These books made me millions, I promise you. If you need to see the receipts, just let me know. I'm open here. I'm happy to prove this to you. I know there's so much on YouTube where people like say that these are the best things to do, but they don't actually have the experience on it. I've got the receipts. I got no problem, right? Like truly, I hope these made me millions. I hope that it does the same for you. That's the whole point of this. I am here. The purpose of me and all of my content is to be here to help you do the work that you were made for and be the person that God made you to be. If you made it this far and you got value, please support me and this channel by subscribing. Thank you, and I will see you again in the next video.